This is TWiT.
All right, so we are surrounded by lots of cardboard crafts, it seems like, but this is actually high technology. Sitting with Zak and Alex, Karsten, one of the producers here at TWiT. You are his sons. What is that like?
It's interesting.
That's kind of what I expected.
And we have a dog.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave out the dog. I apologize. So you guys actually had a really cool, well, I don't know if challenge is the right word, but this is where it's a perk to be Karsten's sons. Yeah. One of many perks, I'm sure, is that you get, like, I'm sure you were a Nintendo Switch fan to begin with, but you got to play around with the Nintendo Labo Kits, which, I mean, this is really cool. What are we looking at here? Because you basically built this stuff, right?
Yeah, we're looking at a lot of cardboard, one rubber band, and a few stickers.
Wait, can I press a button?
Sure.
Oh, it's a piano. So you made this piano, and that's the Switch that's in there. That's the Nintendo Switch that's inside.
So we've got the Nintendo Switch docked into this cardboard piano.
Yep.
And obviously, as you can see, that like the idea with Nintendo Labo is that you what patch is this? What sound is this? Is this old person sound?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So and by the way, you're changing the sound by putting in these like little cardboard modules.
Yep.
That reprograms it. How long did this take to build, start to finish?
3 hours, I think.
Whoa.
Just sitting down, yeah.
You by yourself, Zak?
Yes.
No help from your dad?
No.
Or your brother. No. Alex, where were you?
I was playing Minecraft.
Okay, all right, you're forgiven.
That is my big question. Was building this more or less interesting than playing Minecraft? You can honest answer.
Building this was more fun than playing Minecraft.
Good.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, and you guys have you put together a few different pieces, and not only this, which is it's really hard to not want to play around with the piano, but I mean we've got all these other things. This right here on the table, this is like a sheet that is obviously unbuilt, and basically this box is just filled with tons of those, right?
Yeah.
About how many, and what's the kind of different things that you can build?
You can build. Well, there's this piano. There is a fishing rod, a house with basically a Tamagotchi figure that lives inside of it. There's a motorcycle thing.
Yeah, okay,
and
I can see
basically what is the equivalent of a hex bug.
A hex bug.
Like the things that like vibrate around that look like toothbrushes.
And then you put the Joy-Con inside that, right?
Yep.
Is that how they vibrate?
Yep.
Oh. And then you also, did you make Alex's hair, his wig, out of cardboard?
That is a cardboard wig. No, it's not. But the glasses are cardboard. So, I mean, as you're unpacking this, like obviously there's a game component to it, right? So you've got a little memory card. Like, does it just come with a ton of different memory cards, or one memory card that all these things tap into?
One memory. Well, each kit comes with a different memory card, about this big. Let's see. This one actually probably has it.
Yeah, that one.
And it's about this big. That's about it.
And you drop that in, and then whatever the cardboard piece that you built, of which there are a lot in there, it's going to automatically recognize what it's connected into, right? You don't have to manually select that and say, well, this is the piano.
You kind of, it's a little half and half. You kind of have to click on the piano setting, but then everything else kicks off from there. Like it knows that now that it knows it's the piano, it can like do piano things.
Right, right.
So these little nodules have stickers on them. Did you have to put those on there?
Yeah.
Oh, and so did you put them on right the first time, or did it take a few times?
I think a few of the stickers I had to like peel off and then peel on because they weren't exactly on correctly, but most of them the first time.
Now, did you watch videos, or how did you learn how to do this?
All right.
This
basically
item has instructions for building.
Yeah, basically, when you first plug in the game into it, it says, oh, well, you can't play with anything since you haven't built anything.
Oh.
So, and then it teaches you how to build everything step-by-step process. You can rewind, go forward faster.
So you aren't necessarily unboxing a manual, because the manual's in here. Part of the process is that it's all kind of start to finish. It's coming from the Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
Okay.
And a bunch of cardboard.
Did your dad help you build these?
He didn't help me. He helped Alex a little.
Alex, what did you build with your dad?
A thing.
That thing.
That-
Did your dad cry during the making of this?
Yes, very
Yes,
much.
he did.
I thought he might.
Is it time for you to go put that suit on? It's like a backpack. I want to see you wear that. It's like a mech suit backpack of some kind.
Wait, shouldn't I take off the mic because when I get ripped in the walking?
I think, oh, are you plugged in?
Yes, I am plugged in.
Okay.
These kids are smarter than us.
Yes.
They're in trouble.
We can take that off. Apologies about that. So this is like a Mech Warrior backpack with, I mean, string. How long did this take?
This morning.
Come to me.
I'm not sure how long though.
Oh, okay.
So we should say this just came out yesterday. I mean, you guys just got this, right?
Yep.
That's pretty
Just got
impressive.
it yesterday.
Well, I'm going to start with this. Alex, can I get you to come over and come and then just start on me, couple, and then I'll come out to him. Okay, go ahead, Alex. Show us how this works.
All right, so Alex is going to put this crazy mech backpack on, and actually this is a little different, right? For this, it goes into the dock. The Nintendo Switch goes into the dock so that you can kind of see the effects on the TV screen while you're wearing this huge cardboard backpack. Is that right?
Yep.
Zach, I need the red.
I just have to switch the games real fast.
Okay.
So the Joy-Cons go in the side of your mask.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it?
One on the side of his
Does
mask.
it go the other way?
And
Right.
There we go.
I always
It's
have
like you're a
trouble with my
welder or
cardboard
something.
masks. Yeah.
A welder Mech Warrior combo.
Wait, I need to put it on.
Put the shoes on.
It's a top to bottom look, really.
And everything's connected, so you could fight giant robots right now
No,
and
not
win.
fight giant robots. Be a giant.
Oh, okay, sorry. Just be,
But-
there's no fighting. It's
But can you?
passive.
Can you fight as a giant robot?
Okay,
Other
you could.
giant robots.
Oh, okay. No, you crush humans.
he fights
That's what I'm saying.
aliens.
Oh, aliens.
Aliens and humans.
Aliens and humans.
Okay. And then you have the
I need a thing in my back.
the red Joy-Con. Does it go? Oh, it has little
it's
instructions.
got
I'll
little
follow
instructions right there.
the diagram, which makes it pretty straightforward. Okay, and I don't need to do anything once I pop that in there. It automatically figures it out. I think what's interesting about this, to me, is, I mean, obviously that it's made of cardboard. How they've made this so operational, from the perspective of like, I mean, there's something that recognizes this design on
Yeah.
this plug, so that when you put it in, it changes
Yeah.
things. And I mean, is that common through all of these? That there's little pieces
yeah.
like that do that?
I think that is. Basically, the red Joy-Con, which is the right one, comes with a camera, an infrared camera.
Ah, that's so
So basically, on the other side of this, on the inside, each of these keys has a little sticker to it. And when you press the keys,
it shows the movement.
Yes.
We can show that off. Leave that open because I want to show that off in a second. But right now, we're watching.
So he's that
That's so
car.
cool. Alex is, you basically are a car, essentially.
How did he? Oh, so you just stand up like Transformers?
No
More than meets
way!
the eye.
That was so cool. So, okay, so when Alex stood up from the ground, basically his car turned into a walking robot, a destroying robot, destroying the neighborhood, essentially. And this is gigantic.
But it won't let me do this.
Oh, raise one
Other
arm.
hand.
It doesn't work with this either.
Now, are you afraid that it's going to break while you're doing this?
Kind of.
Okay.
But has it broken in the 24 hours since you've gotten it?
No.
Okay, so we know it lasts at least 24 hours of fighting aliens and crushing humans.
And you can actually challenge a friend
I mean,
on this as well?
if you have 2 Nintendo Switches and 2 Nintendo Labos, you can.
Oh, wow.
We should say, though, that they do have replacement parts, which aren't that expensive, too.
Right, like, you know, when I think about my history with cardboard, it's usually that it doesn't last forever. You know, at some point it's going to break down. Especially when you're getting physical with it,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, stuff's gonna happen.
Or if you wanted to like carry a pizza in that backpack, it probably wouldn't be a great idea.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
Then you end up with a grease, stain, and nobody wants that on their video game accessory. What haven't you put together yet that you're like excited to get to?
The fishing rod and the motorbike.
Okay, what happens when you put the fishing rod together? Is it like a fishing game?
You can fish for fish, for virtual fish.
Okay.
And the motorbike, what's that all about?
Basically, you control a mini motorcycle, and I'm not too familiar with it since I haven't built it yet, but I think it's more or less Mario Kart 8, but you can control it with the motion controls.
Okay, so I imagine that Karsten brings home all kinds of toys similar, not exactly like this, but and then you play with them for a little while. Do you imagine yourself continuing to play with this?
Yeah, for a while. And I remember first watching the trailer for this, and at the end they show off other things too. Like there's a Toy-Con bazooka too, and a Toy-Con swan, and other things. So I'm gonna basically finish all of these, and then when another one comes out, I bet they're gonna be probably backwards compatible, so you can combine all of them.
I mean, this is no like lightweight box. Like this is dense. It's filled with tons of sheets of projects essentially. So I imagine like hours upon hours of not only the building aspect, which is fun in its own right, but then playing the games. But that means that the games should be deep enough to be worth all that effort. Have you found that? Like, are the games quality in and of themselves?
I mean, Alex sure is having a fun time being a giant fighting robot.
That's obvious.
And there's a Toy-Con garage as well. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Basically, you can. It's an if-then formula, and you say basically, well, if the screen is touched, then make the left Joy-Con rumble or something like that.
So is there coding involved in that, or is it just
Yeah, it's basically, I'd say there's coding. I mean, you can get, I remember there was one trailer where it showed, if you use Toy-Con Garage, you can make a, like, guitar out of rubber bands and just making sound.
So you could actually cut out the guitar yourself, make your own stuff. So you're not limited to what they have.
You're not
sort
limited,
of like
yeah.
Lego. You can make whatever. You can buy a set, or you can make whatever.
Start collecting Amazon boxes now.
Really? And so then from a game like design standpoint, is there like a game maker in there that allows you to kind of craft that with if-then kind of approach?
Not really, I guess. I haven't gotten through everything.
Yeah.
But I know.
But you can almost see them kind of going in that direction, because it's really about teaching anyone that's using it to kind of understand how to build a peripheral for a gaming system. I feel like we haven't seen that very much, and they're not that expensive. The variety kit, is that this one?
Yep.
I believe this is the variety kit.
Piano.
Yeah, the piano. $69.99 for all of the different projects that you get in here. I'm not really quite sure exactly how many are in here, but it's a lot. There's a lot of sheets in there. But the piano is kind of worth it in
piano
itself.
was the most difficult one.
So it says age
And then
6
the robot.
plus. But then 10 plus for the games.
Yeah. This one's E anyways.
Oh, okay.
So.
Good to know.
Yeah. And then the robot is $79.99. I just want to get that in there.
So do you think it's worth that?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Definitely $10 worth of cardboard. I mean,
It's
like the inside of that is way more than $10.
yeah. It's basically $10 worth of cardboard and a $60 game.
Plus the Nintendo Switch.
You have to buy that.
Yes,
But yeah, I mean,
sold separately.
Yeah, you're not going to find the Switch in there in between layers of cardboard, which is too bad, because I would totally get one if that were the case.
Okay, so do you
have to build the Switch out of cardboard.
Well, that's the next step. That's their next console. I think we figured it out.
So I presume that you have probably some sort of limits at home, like how much screen time. I don't know if you call it screen time at home. I call it scream time at home. Like, do you think this is considered, like, do you like the idea that you're making something as opposed to just watching YouTube, which, let's be honest, we'd all spend the day doing if we could.
yeah. I think, making things is a lot more fun, because then you have something like physical that you can be like, go to your friends, be like, hey, I built a piano. What did you do over your weekend?
It's true. Who could say that they built a piano? You can.
Yeah,
Yes.
Because you did.
Okay, so
Didn't
we
take
want
very long to do it.
Yeah, we want to prove how long it really takes. So while we're doing the rest of the show, you were going to put together the little RC car, which is
All right.
And yeah, so you'll find that we'll put it together, and then by the end of the show, it's supposed to take 10
minutes,
10
yeah.
minutes, they said. So we got to do the rest of the show really fast.
Yes, we got to fit everything else in 10 minutes. That's the rule. Cool. Zach and Alex,
right.
thank you so
Wait,
much.
should I show
Thank
you
you
the
guys.
inside of the...
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What are we
Inside the
missing?
Show
from
us
the inside?
everything.
Show us the guts. What
All
are we
right.
missing?
I was hoping there was a pizza
Oh,
in there.
here, you know what? I'm going to bring it to you. This is impressively large. There you go.
All right.
Is there a wild animal inside? These the breathing holes?
No, those are the holes that you can calm it down with electrocution.
Oh,
All right.
technology has not ruined his imagination.
That's true. It's a good thing.
Technology has only sparked it.
Yes, exactly. Words of wisdom.
So what are we looking at here? So
That's not really...
Oh, okay, that's just the face of it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So if you had to, okay, what are we looking at here? We've got the feet. Oh, the different controls. Okay, now, and this is actually really important to point out because we saw it also with the piano. If you look in the inside, you can see the little white controls attached to the keys. And that's what you were talking about as far as the cameras on the controls.
Yeah.
Recognizing these patterns and
right there.
detecting that motion. And
Yeah.
that's actually how the control happens. It locks onto those white slivers of paint or tape or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how it controls.
Yep, that's
That is
how it knows
really
what to do.
interesting. That is really cool stuff. Cool. Well, thank
the
you.
legs are in the sides. Sides are in the legs.
Right. And they, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Right on. That is so cool.